Hello, welcome back to Garden of Treats. Today we are doing something a little new today. We are going over our homestead plan in a PowerPoint format. So basically, I created a layout on Canva of what we plan on doing with our back field. So I'll show you all of that in this PowerPoint, and we'll also talk a little bit about the Love Always Foundation, which is what Garden of Treats is a part of. But first, before we get to anything, please be sure to like this video and please consider subscribing to our channel. We use all of the funds that we will eventually gain from YouTube will be donated to the Love Always Foundation. And so this is one way that you can support the foundation and support our cause and everything that we stand for. So please give this video a like. So in this picture, it's a very blurry picture. I got it off of our county auditor's website. It's an aerial view of our land that we currently own. So here is where our home is located. And then this area right here is our shed. And then we have a big red barn. If you're familiar with our YouTube channel, I show this every time I'm outside. I pretty much show our land. And so here in this area, you can see it's a little darker. This is where we have sort of a water issue where it's kind of like flooding a bit, and we are debating on and most likely will undergo tiling, which is basically it will drain all of this water to a trench which is at the front of our property. But for now, we are not going to do that, and we will eventually be putting in a pond, and the pond cannot have the water drained into it. I was told that if the water from the tiling is drained into the pond, it can create some overgrowth of different species that aren't beneficial, and we eventually probably will be swimming in this pond, so we don't want to do that. We're going to drain all of our soil all of our water to the front of our property where there's a trench. So here's the plan. I spent a lot of time creating this, and I hope you guys like it. And so here on my image is our home, our shed, and our barn right here. And so our property is 5 acres. I wouldn't say that this image necessarily is 5 acres. This image is probably more like 3 or so acres, 3.5 acres. But this is what we'll be utilizing as our homestead. So we call it small farm, we call it homestead, we call it gardening, we call it all of those things because pretty much, to me, I know it technically means different things, but to me it means the same thing. It's our homestead where we will be growing our own fruits and vegetables that eventually we will be canning. It's also our garden area. It's also our farm because we're going to be selling these crops at our farmers markets. And so I just call it all of these things. I'm not technical with it, and I hope that you guys aren't either. So our barn right now, it used to be a horse stable. We are going to use part of the barn. I'm going to have the kids clean out an area, and we're going to put our goats in our barn for their home just for the meantime. Eventually, once we are able to acquire more grants and have funding, we will transform this barn into something spectacular. We are looking at transforming it into a learning center and with a kitchen, a wash station for all of our fruit and vegetables, you name it, a conference room, all kinds of things. We want to transform it to. But for now, it's going to be our goat's home. So this is a short-term image of what our homestead will be. Inside of our barn also is where we keep our tractor. So that's why I have this little image of a tractor right here. We are going to build a fence around, not really a fence, but we're going to put like chicken wire and everything, a makeshift DIY fence to hold in our goats and our chickens. Right now we have our chickens. We got 6. You can check out our previous YouTube videos to see how that process is going. And our chicken coop will be inside this fence, as well as our compost piles you can see here will be inside of here, and our goats. Our goats, we're going to get mini Nigerian dwarf goats, and so yeah, they'll live inside of the barn, but of course be out here with the chickens when they want to come out. We're going to leave some space to be able to drive our tractor through to get to our field. In front of this barn and where our goats will live and our chickens, we'll put our ponds. And then on the side of this pond area, we're gonna have a greenhouse. This image is not to scale per se, but it is enough space here to put a greenhouse without it being on the edge of the pond. And so our greenhouse, we want it to be about 40 feet by 20. So not too large, but something that we can actually utilize instead of using our back sunroom, which we're using right now, because I want the back sunroom to be a peaceful space where we can hang out, family and friends or whatnot. And also I can do work. I can record videos, edit videos, all of the nine. So I want a greenhouse for all of our plants. And then we will also be moving Woo to a different location outside. This center tree right here is a very special tree. This is the Angela's black walnut tree. So Angela is my mother, and she passed away within this last year, and she is the main reason why we were able to get this property. And so she's the center of the property. She's the heart of the property, and so this is her tree right here in the middle, and everything is pretty much in reference to this tree. So the pond will be in front of the tree because she loves water, and so that's why I'm putting the pond right there. And then on the right of well, it depends on where you're looking, but behind on the other side of the Angela's black walnut tree, we will have our grapevines. So right now we have one trellis set up for grapes. We're gonna put it's a 25-foot trellis, and we're going to put 4 grapes on. So we have muscadines and Concord, and I can't remember the other variety, but you'll have to check out our video for when we plant them. But yes, we will plant them on the trellis, and then we'll keep making more trellises as we gain more grapes, more grapevines. And then right here is our orchard. So right now we have 6 fruit trees. These symbols does not tell you how many of anything we're gonna have there. It's just to show the area of where we will put these things. And so our fruit trees will be right over here. Our fruit and nut trees will be in this area. Right now we have 6 trees. We have a red delicious apple, 2 peach trees, one from Texas, one from Ohio. We have a pear tree, 2 pawpaw trees. We actually just purchased 2 more trees. We have a plum tree and a cherry tree that we will be planting soon. So check out our future videos for that. And then up against this gate, we call this our backyard area, and then there's a fence separating the field from the backyard area. And then up against this fence, we started to plant our berry bushes. So we have blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. And as we acquire more, we just keep going down the gate, and then we'll just keep starting more rows until we have to move to a different location. But right now we have approximately, I would say, 10 berry bushes, and we're just gonna keep on growing. So, and then here in this big rectangular area here, this is where our garden will be. This is where all of this is Garden of Treats, but this is where everything you see us planting right now will be planted. It's 150 feet by 180 feet, so almost an acre. And we are going to cultivate this land and utilize it to our benefit. We're going to plant cucumber, squash, melons, pumpkins, everything. I mean, onions, peppers, tomatoes, everything that we're planting will go right here. And then, of course, this isn't 100%. This is only what we're doing. We're also going to have a sunflower patch somewhere around, probably maybe right here in this field, a sunflower patch. We're debating about a strawberry patch, maybe not this year, but another year. So we still have extra land to utilize, but so far right now, this is our plan. So I hope that you guys enjoy this plan and enjoy us going over our vision with you. And then if you keep on watching our videos and subscribe to our channel, you will see how we bring this to life. We are first generational farmers. I meant to say that at the beginning. This is our first time doing this. My grandparents were sharecroppers, so they teach us a lot about these things, but they haven't farmed land since they were kids. And so we are pretty much learning from other YouTubers. We're learning from books, lots of books, mostly books. Google. I mean, like, we are really studying to learn how to do this while doing it. And so some of the things that we do may not be right. But we're learning, and that's the only way that you can continue to grow is if you learn. We started in our apartment, in a 2-bedroom apartment, on our balcony, a small little balcony, and we had pineapples, we had an avocado tree, we had tomatoes, and we planted all of our tomato seeds in one pot. That's how we started off. So we are learning as we continue on, and we're teaching you guys as you guys can learn from us and from our mistakes and from what we've done right. And so that's why we do this. Our content, we are new at content creating as well, and so sometimes we get comments like, oh, your screen is blurry or something like that. When we first started off, all of our videos were vertical. I mean, like, we're learning, and we want you guys to bear with us and grow with us. And we appreciate all of you that do, and all of you that watch our videos and you like and subscribe to our videos. We are so very thankful, and that's why we continue to do it. So here are our chickens. I wanted to show you them on our screen. So these are their names. It's Sharma, Rose, that's Marley's, Black, Diamond, and Theodora. Those are our chickens.
Farm life. Always check on the chickens. They getting bigger. Farm life.
Yep, that's just a small video.
Always check on the chickens.
And I wanted to talk to you all about the Love Alwayz Foundation. So we started off this journey making t-shirts. We didn't know how big it will become. We didn't know what we wanted to do with it. It was just a new hobby we found, and we were like, okay, let's make some t-shirts. Then meanwhile, we got into gardening, and then we realized, hey, why are we just gardening for ourselves? We need to do this for our community, and specifically our community back at home. We were in Texas, and that's not where we're from. So we didn't have as many connections, and we weren't really as connected with the community. So we came back to Ohio, which is where Mark is from, and all of his family pretty much lives here, and we have lots of connections here. One of our board members, he owns an event center, and so we were like, let's just come here and let's create a youth program so we can teach youth how to garden. So that's one of our main initiatives. So the mission is here on the screen. You can read it as I continue to talk. But basically what we do is cultivate community gardens. We are going to start our first community garden in Toledo at the event center, where our board chair, he owns the event center. It's called Vacay Venue, and we're going to start our community garden there. That is also where we will start our farmers markets. We'll also have another farmers market in Bowling Green, Ohio. However, our main location will be in Toledo because that's where we want to really give back and that's where our focus mainly is right now. We would love to go nationwide, and that's why we started our Tree of Treatz program. The Tree of Treatz program gives fruit and nut trees to families, individuals, organizations, charities, anyone who signs up. We currently have a wait list. It's at www.lovealwaysfoundation.org. If you go to the About Us page, you'll find the Tree of Treatz program, and there's a waiting list there that you can sign up to get a free fruit or nut tree. Currently, we are waiting for funding to send out these trees. However, we need a wait list, and we need people to sign up so that we can show foundations and different organizations this wait list so that they can know people want this. And so this year we will be doing a youthful agricultural day at the event center, and basically it's going to be planting pumpkins and harvesting melons, and then the youth will also be able to come back and harvest their pumpkins. And we're also going to have a Tree of Treatz day where people can come pick up their fruit trees or nut trees, and we're going to teach them how to care for their fruit trees, their nut trees, and then that's the same day that the kids can get their pumpkins. And so we're doing a lot of good in the community, and we want to be able to have this foundation in other places. We have connections with other gardeners, other farmers in other states like California, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, lots of people in Georgia, South Carolina. So we want to be able to bring this to more areas. But first we have to start with our area and start small so that we can gain funding and continue to grow. And so we have a membership program. You can find it at lovealwaysfoundation.org/donate. It's a $20 a month plan, but we are a 501c3 organization. So that means that we are tax exempt, and it also means that you can get a tax credit if you donate to us. And so this is a way that you can write it off and still help out a charity, a public charity. And so if you are interested, you can scan this QR code or go to the website to sign up, and you will help support all of these initiatives and everything we have going on. If you can't do the $20 a month, you can also buy a To Keep On Growing t-shirt. That goes to our youthful agricultural program. You can also buy seeds on our website, and you can buy books that I wrote. I wrote a journaling book. You can buy that, and you can just subscribe to our website to find out more ways that you can support. So that's all I'm going to tell you about the Love Always Foundation. Here is me and Marley with the Garden of Treats market sign. I want you guys to visit the website, especially if you are in the area. Please, please, please check out the Garden of Treats market. If you are in Toledo, Ohio, or Bowling Green, Ohio, or you are visiting, please check out our market. It's going to be amazing. This is our first time. I'm going to have Chloe and Kylie and Amir. They're going to be here this summer working the market. We're going to teach them so much. Oh my God, it's going to be so fun. I cannot wait. We're also going to have juices at this market. So if you like some cold pressed fresh juice, you can get that at the market. It's going to be great. And that is all I have. Thank you for everyone that watched this whole entire video. I am so excited about this foundation. I'm so excited about everything that we've been doing this last year. And I'm just ready to see where it's going to go. Like, I see it in my head, but I know it's going to be so much bigger than what I see. And so I'm very grateful and thankful. And I have faith that it's going to be amazing. And I hope you do too. So thank you for stopping by the Garden of Treats. As always, please like and subscribe to the video. And I will see you next time.